Hey, welcome back, guys. This is Chris Carvalho with Carvalho Fitness, and today we have a new topic for you. We're going to be talking about the top 5 protein sources. Before we get started, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you get notified every time I post a video. First up on the list are meats. My personal favorites are the London broil and chicken breast. Those are two things that are relatively low fat, and it's going to be a great staple for your diet. London broil I use every time I'm in the mood for steak, something a little fancy, because you get that taste of the steak, but without all that fat that you normally get with ribeyes and stuff like that. Now, the chicken breast, that's great to have. That's what I use for 90% of my meal preps, because you can use it for everything. You can make a salad and include the grilled chicken in your salad for your protein right there. Or if you're in the mood for chicken parm, you can make a low-carb option, low-carb, low-fat option. You can do the grilled chicken, top it off with a little bit of low-fat or even fat-free cheese. Top that off with a little bit of ragu or prego. Then just heat it up, and you have a perfect meal prep right there. It's going to be great. Next up is fish. When it comes to fish, a couple of my favorites are salmon, cod, and shrimp. When eating salmon, you're getting your protein right there. Plus, you're also getting your essential fatty acids, which are vital when you're dieting or just trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Codfish is one of the leanest fish you can buy. It's a great addition to your diet. In case you're trying to keep fats low, that's the fish you want to go with, because you could always get your fats from other sources. We'll talk about that in another video. Shrimp is another protein that you should consider. It tends to be very low fat, very high protein, and you don't have to consume very much of it to get that protein. Shrimp is another great addition that you could add to pasta dishes, salads, or you could even just eat it plain. Next up, we have our vegetarian options. Among these options, we have beans, quinoa, and nuts. Any of these will be a great addition to your diet if you're trying to avoid either meats or fish. Next protein source is dairy. A couple protein sources in the dairy category that we should cover are Greek yogurt and cheese. Depending on the type of Greek yogurt you buy, you could find some that are 0 grams of fat and over 20 grams of protein for a single cup. That is a great way to boost your protein. Not to mention, if you add some of that to your blender when making a protein shake, you can easily add up the protein. And you can make your own mass gainer shake. Options are endless. So let me know in the comment section below if you'd like me to go into more depth on this topic. Cheeses are a great addition if you have the space in your macros to fit in the fats. Or you could get a fat-free option. Typically, I make cheese a big part of the meal plans that I'm using when I'm on a ketogenic diet. In future videos, I will go more in depth on ketogenic diets and their benefits, pros and cons. But for now, all you need to know is that when you're doing keto, it's a relatively high fat diet, moderate protein, and pretty much no carbs. Actually, the only carbs you're really getting are from green leafy vegetables, maybe some nuts, not very much. Actually, some people say that you should stay below 50 grams of net carbs. I personally stick below 30 grams of net carbs whenever I do keto, just because I do not want to be forced out of ketosis by accident. And sometimes, if you go out to eat, and you're going on the upper range, you never know. They might throw some sugar inside of the sauce that they put on your steak, and you think you're having no carb, but in reality, you get bumped right out, and it's going to set you back a little while. The fifth protein source, supplements. I know, some of you probably thought I would say supplements would be the first thing right on the list. A lot of bodybuilders, they just tell everyone you have to use supplements. Supplements equals gains. That's not always the case. Matter of fact, I'm one of those people that believes you don't technically need supplements. They're there to supplement your diet. If you can eat enough chicken breast, shrimp, steak, cheese, beans, and you're getting your protein, why spend the money on protein powder? Why make protein shakes? If you don't like protein shakes, why are you taking them? The reason is convenience. A lot of people can't find themselves having the time to cook all these meals. Personally, I meal prep, but some people aren't into that. Simple way is start your day off with a protein shake right in the morning, and then maybe a protein shake right before bed. You could easily knock back 50 to 100 grams of protein. There's two types of protein shakes I want to get into today. One is whey protein and the other one is casein protein. They both generally give you the protein you need. It's just that one's more fast activated and the other one is a slow digesting protein. The whey protein, it's a good source before or after your workouts in the morning, whenever you need that quick protein. And then the casein is typically saved for right before bed because it's slower digesting. Some companies say that their shakes take up to 10 to 12 hours to be digested. So theoretically you could take that and you're going to be fuller while you're sleeping. You're not going to wake up starving. You're not going to wake up in the middle of the night with cravings, wanting to go raid the fridge. So it has its place. But once again, you got to remember, it's a supplement. At the end of the day, if your diet's not in check, you could use all the supplements. You could have a huge budget for supplements, and it's not going to give you the results. It's the diet. The diet is the number one thing. It comes down to the calories and the macros. Mostly the calories. The macros could be easily adjusted. I could have you on a low carb diet, or I could have you on a high carb diet. Two different approaches. Both, you could lose weight. Depends on personal preference. If it fits your macros, which is more of a flexible dieting approach. As long as you have the calories, you can have a little more fun. I personally recommend people follow an 80-20 rule. 80% really healthy foods, clean, lots of vegetables, get your vitamins, all that. And then 20, you can have a little fun, go out to eat. Don't recommend fast food. You can do that if you wish, but you can make it work. You can have a little fun. You can go out to eat. You never know what's exactly in your food when you go out to eat, so it's something to keep in mind. Me personally, I stick to a 90-10 rule. 90% of everything I eat, I cook myself, so I know it's the cleanest, unprocessed, high in vitamins and minerals. I get my fiber in. Gotta take care of the body. And then 10% of the time, I go out with my friends. Maybe I go to the club one night, go to a birthday party, have some cake. You gotta have some fun. Fitness is meant to enhance your life. If it's setting you back and you're turning down all these invitations to hang out with your friends and your family, it's not going to be sustainable. You want it to increase your happiness, not be a hindrance. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment down below with what you would like to see in the next video. See you in the next one.